Hello, my name is Jim Toot, and I'm an Associate Professor of Political Science at Central Virginia Community College. In this video, we'll discuss Congress, Part 3, Congressional Committees.
In 1885, Woodrow Wilson famously observed, "Congress in session is Congress on public exhibition, whilst Congress in committee rooms is Congress in work." This statement is no less true today. Committees are the lifeblood of Congress. They develop legislation, oversee executive agencies and programs, and conduct investigations. There are different types of committees that are responsible for particular aspects of congressional work. Standing committees are permanent legislative committees. Select committees are special committees that are formed to deal with a particular issue or policy. Special committees investigate problems and issue reports. Joint committees are composed of members of the House and Senate and handle matters that require joint jurisdiction, such as the Postal Service and the Government Printing Office. Subcommittees handle specialized aspects of legislation and policy. Members seek assignment to committees considering the overlapping goals of getting reelected, influencing policy, and wielding power and influence. They can promote the interest of their constituencies through committee service and at the same time help their chances at reelection. Members from rural districts desire appointments to the Agriculture Committee, where they can best influence farm policy. Those most interested in foreign policy seek appointments to committees such as the Senate Foreign Relations and House Foreign Affairs Committee, where they can become embroiled in the pressing issues of the day. Power or prestige committee assignments in the House include Appropriations, Budget, Commerce, Rules, and Ways and Means. The most powerful committees in the Senate are Appropriations, Armed Services, Commerce, Finance, and Foreign Relations.
The current committees in the House of Representatives include the Agricultural Committee, the Appropriations Committee, the Armed Services Committee, the Budget Committee, the Education and Workforce Committee, Energy and Commerce Committee, Financial Services Committee, Foreign Affairs Committee, Homeland Security Committee, the Administration Committee, the Judiciary Committee, the Natural Resources Committee, the Oversight and Government Reform Committee, the Rules Committee, the Science, Space and Technology Committee, the Small Business Committee, Transportation and Infrastructure, Veterans Affairs, the Ways and Means Committee, the Permanent Select Committee on Intelligence, the Special Committee on Economic Disparity and Families and Growth, the Select Committee on the Climate Crisis, the Select Committee on the Modernization of Congress, and the Select Committee to investigate the January 6th attack on the United States Capitol. Senate committees include Agriculture, Nutrition and Forestry, Appropriations, Armed Services, the Banking, Housing and Urban Affairs Committee, the Budget Committee, Commerce, Science and Transportation, Energy and Natural Resources, Environment and Public Works, the Finance Committee, the Foreign Relations Committee, Health, Education, Labor and Pensions, Homeland Security and Governmental Affairs, Indian Affairs, the Judiciary Committee, Rules and Administration, Small Businesses and Entrepreneurship, the Veterans Affairs Committee, the Select Committee on Ethics, the Select Committee on Intelligence, the Special Committee on Aging, the Caucus on International Narcotic Control. Joint committees include the Joint Committee on the Library, the Joint Committee on Printing, the Joint Committee on Taxation, and the Joint Economic Committee.
Taxation and the Economic Committee. Committees are powerful gatekeepers. They decide the fate of bills by determining which ones will move forward and be considered by the full House and Senate. Committee members have tremendous influence over drafting and rewriting legislation. They have access to experts and information, which gives them an advantage when debating bills on the floor. Committee chairs are especially influential as they are able to employ tactics that can make or break bills. Conducting investigations is one of the most public activities in which congressional committees engage. During the Great Depression of the 1930s, Congress conducted an investigation of the stock market, targeting Wall Street once again. Newspapers were willing to devote much front-page ink to these hearings, as reports on the hearings increased newspaper readership. In 1950, Senator Kefauver held hearings on investigating organized crime that drew 30 million television viewers at a time when the medium was new to American homes. In the next video class, we'll discuss the legislative process.